gonna say, for me, I got a lot of support because I think I came into the natural hair game so late. Mm-hmm. So most of the women, the black women attorneys I work with, they already have natural hair. Like in some states, some have locks, some have like the curly naturals. And the women change their hair, constantly. Now you do get some comments from our Caucasian counterparts. It was like, oh, you guys change your hair all the time, They just like how do you do that? Like, how do you go from long hair to short hair in a few days, And so then they want to know, we have to explain that process because, you can wear braids and then you can have your natural and then you can have a weave, whatever. But I didn't really have, any problems, like people commenting, like negatively because, like I said, it's only been like 2 years for me. So, yeah.
I think for me, it was because back when I was working in corporate, my locks just like 2-strand twists, so it didn't really look like much. But when it started to bud and look like locks more so, it was like a stereotype that they thought was associated with somebody that had locks. So it was automatically asking me questions about you smoking now? Like, it's just like, I'm like, really? And so they just automatically think that there's a certain lifestyle that comes along with it. So, and even if they were just doing it like jokingly, it was something that, that they were still thinking about, so I think that's the only, because all the black women that I worked with at the time had perm. And so they were just kind of like, they just didn't really, I think they understood why I did it, but they were just like why here? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting concept about gatekeeping because I feel like right now, especially in my workplace, I can see sometimes the looks, sometimes it's not spoken, it's just the look someone can give you and you're like, oh, you're not receptive to what's going on right now. And so I think in my workplace, I do still have some black colleagues, male and female, especially when I think about some of the women who still wear the weaves and the wigs. And so, coming in wearing the natural hair, it's just very like, okay, we'll allow you to do that, for now. But I think what happens is that there is this idea of like, hey, there's not so many of us here, and this is how you choose to represent yourself. So I feel that struggle a lot. And sometimes I feel like I do kneel to that. Sometimes if I'm out somewhere, if I'm going to a client, I'll maybe pull my hair back. I may not have it this big. I'll probably slick it down a little bit more. So I do feel like sometimes I do kind of kneel into that idea of like, okay, this is how we are supposed to present ourselves, because sometimes when we go into those places, we are the only representative available. And so I try to, be conscious of that at times.
Have any of you been in a position to explain your hair to someone of another culture, and was that uncomfortable to you?